you know, you can't sort of press into it or anything. So it's quite secure. I've just realised my little finger's been hanging over the lens. That's quite funny. Hey guys, it's Ryan's Life Riding here, and today I have a review on my leathers that I wear. Now I've had loads of comments, messages basically asking me to do a review on all these. So I thought, you know what, why not? Let's do a quick review. So we'll start off with the jacket. The jacket is an RST Pro Series. I think this is the 2013 model. I got these at Christmas, end of 2013. And I've worn them a lot. To be honest, I don't have any major problems with the jacket. The only problem I do have is the arm length. I don't think is long enough. Now, I know what you're thinking, oh well Ryan, you just need a bigger jacket. Well actually, you know, the jacket itself is the right size. It's just the arms. Now maybe, you know, it's just me and I've got long arms, I don't know, but that's like one major thing that's wrong with the jacket itself, for me, personally. Because as you know, I'm 6'4", and I don't know if anyone out there is 6'4" and actually tried to go and get a set of leathers. But I'm going to tell you now, it is very hard. To find one-piece suits is pretty much impossible for a really tall, thin-built person. But yeah, that's just a personal experience that I found. You know, you could get leathers like, you know, tailored for you and made specifically for you, but to be honest, that would cost a lot of money, and I don't see myself spending that much money. So then, quick review of the jacket. As you can see, it's black and white. It's got really nice design, RST across the front. We'll start off at the top. It's got a really nice, soft, I think this is like kind of like a mesh type texture material. Cool little Velcro there. It has got a zip, I just haven't zipped it up, so it's easier to undo with one hand. So we've got two Velcros, one at the top, one at the bottom, and obviously the zip that's on the inside. And working our way down, it's all leather. We've got like a kind of like a meshy leather type material there to let air through easier, and the same on the other side as well. And coming down the arms as well, we've got like this meshy leather material. It's just basically just to let air flow through, and I've got to say the airflow is really good, guys, to be honest. You know, riding in like sort of 30-degree weather, I've not had a problem with it. That's 30 degrees centigrade as well. For some people that might be thinking, wow, it's really cold. In the winter, yeah, it's going to be cold. It's a leather jacket. You know, all leather jackets are cold in the winter, unless you have a really hot winter. But, you know, we don't here in England. So, carrying on, we'll start off then at the top, and the padding in the shoulders. We've got this like really hard, sort of like a plasticky material. Again, just adds more protection on the shoulder, on both sides as well. And you got the inside shoulder pad as well, which is kind of hard to show you really because of that padding, plastic padding area. But you've got that. Then moving down, we've got this like Pro Series badge with like a strange material on there. It's kind of like a weird fabric. You've got elbow pads that run right the way down your forearm as well, on both sides. So it'll be on that side as well. Pretty much all leather down here. We come into the middle. We have two pockets, reasonable size. I'll just show you just for proof. I've got a Samsung S3. That fits in there, no problem. And the zip does go up. I'm not going to do it with one hand because I'll make myself look like a right tool. But, you know, same size pocket on the other side. And if we just flip it over to the back real quick, I'll just show you on the back. We've got the top of the spine protector here. The stretchable material on both sides. I'm just trying to sort of get this mic wire out of the way. There we go, that'll do. Yeah, the stretch material. Helps kind of like when you're trying to reach down to, you know, under your boots or fasten your boots or sort something out, or even when you're just, you know, reaching for your handlebars. That stuff really does help. I'll try and show you it stretching. There you go. You can kind of see a little bit. But yeah, you know, again, this like mesh material with holes in, just to let air flow, and it's the same at the top as well. So obviously, when the wind comes over your helmet and down the back of you, it hits this material here, and sends wind going like straight down the back of your jacket and stops your back from sweating up. So we'll now go inside the jacket. Trying to make this as quick and less boring as possible for you. Now I use a UK 44 size, which is Euro 54. Now if you're from America or anywhere else, I cannot tell you what size that is. Right then, so you've got this sort of removable liner on the inside. Now I'm going to say I've not used this jacket without the liner. And like I said before, I've rode with 30-degree weather with this jacket, in 30-degree weather. And I've got to say, I've not had a problem. You know, I don't sweat. It's not too hot. So, yeah, I haven't had a reason to take the liner out. So I couldn't say, to be honest, whether it's comfy or not with the liner out. But, you know, I mean, there's not much, to be honest, that looks uncomfy. You've just got this mesh material all the way around. So it's just, obviously, it's just going to be a lot cooler than having this. It's kind of like... I'm not sure what this would be. Sort of like it's not silk, but it looks a bit like silk, sort of thing. Right then, so try to get this wire. This wire is so annoying. Okay then, so we'll move on underneath the liner. And as you can see, we've got the back protector. This big yellow pad. Really nice and strong. It really does look like it's going to protect. It's like really strong sponge type thing. I've obviously not used it because I've not crashed with these on as of yet, but it covers the whole of my back, leading down to like sort of where your tailbone is. So you know, the most important part really is your spine, for like the rear of you anyway when you crash. So yeah, it's, you know, again, it's really nice, solid material, and it looks like it'll protect me well. The only problem I have with it is sometimes it can get stuck in the pants, and not stuck as such, but you know, like get itself wedged in between the pants and the jacket there. So it'll be like that, and then when I stand up, it'll feel a bit weird. But it's just easy enough just to take it out. But that's getting a bit picky, you know. Like, it's not too difficult of a thing to fix. The one problem I've found on it quite recently, and just to reassure everyone, I don't wear this in rain at all. I have been caught out in rain. That was not my fault though. It simply just started raining really heavily when I was out, and it actually hailstoned as well. So yeah, I just don't think the weather liked me that day, to be fair. But nevertheless, I've only rode in the rain with these once. So the rest is just really hot, sunny weather. Maybe a bit windy, a bit cloudy, but nothing rain. And yet, check out this. It's kind of like wearing away, the material. Now, this isn't leather. This is, it's not mesh either. It's kind of like maybe a cotton or, don't know, some sort of like textile type material. But it's just wearing away. As you can see, the colour's going from it, and it's also happening in the arms here as well. Now, the only thing I can think of with that is the airflow hitting the jacket is just eroding the material away. But you know, when you're spending sort of like £350–400 on a jacket, it's not something that you expect. But you know, oh well, it's not too bad. It's not, at least the leather isn't wearing away and everything. It's just that there, but still, it's a bit of a pain. Okay then, so moving on to the pants, and here I have the RST Performance Wear. That's pretty much what it's called, RST Performance Wear. Again, all leather. As you can tell, I really like RST gear. So we'll just start right at the top. We've got this kind of like padded meshy area to sort of stop sweating and, you know, increase airflow, and basically just make the pants a lot cooler for you when you're riding. You've got a pocket here. It's not particularly a small pocket for a set of pants. You know, it sort of reaches about down here. So as you can tell, again, you could fit a phone, you could fit a wallet, driving license, anything in there, pretty much, that you need for when you go out riding. So that's the pocket. We've got quite a nice design as well. You know, with this white, it kind of matches the jacket with the white stripes coming down the jacket. And yeah, so then we reach sort of like the crotch area. Obviously you got this buckle as well, sorry, at the top that attaches just to make sure it's secure and locked and nothing's going to come undone. The crotch area, you have this like stretchy material. Not really sure what you call it. It's not like a mesh, but you know, it's soft and just stretchable really for when you're sat on your bike or when you're walking or whatever. Just makes life a bit easier down there for you, especially if you're male. If you're female, probably not so bad. But yeah, anyway, moving down. No hip protectors, by the way, and yeah, no hip protectors at all. So that's something to think about. Knee protectors though, you've got one there, both knees, and they last roughly to about halfway down your shin. Depending on how big you are, obviously. If you're a bit smaller, it would last a bit longer down your shin, but I have quite long legs, so it stops a certain way down. Then you have your knee sliders. They came with them. Quite nice actually. I like them on this like big Velcro area. They stuck on really well. They've never been taken off, and they've never fell off either. So you know, I've not had a problem with that. And yeah, they don't stick out too far and look a bit stupid. They're just a really nice solid knee slider with a quite nice design on them as well, and the logo. And then obviously the rest down here is just leather. We'll turn them over. And as you can see, there's not really much to talk about the back, because obviously you sat on this area, so they're not going to put anything on it. So it's just all black. You've got these white stripes though, again, that match the jacket. And then this sort of like stretchy material runs down the side of your legs as well, again, which just makes life easier. And you have the two zips at the bottom to fit your legs through, and then obviously when you put your legs through, put them down, put them into your boots and fasten your boots. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Obviously there's nothing inside, it's just like a meshy material. I don't know whether the camera picks that up. Yeah, it does pretty well. Just like mesh. It's really cool actually. My legs don't sweat that much in these pants, so yeah, no bad points. You know, they're really comfy pants. Nothing itchy or anything, and again, fairly good protection, just nothing in the hips. But to be honest, you're not going to get many leathers that are quite like sporty type that are going to have hip protectors. That's just how it is. So yeah, there's the pants. Alright, so now moving on to the gloves. Once again, RST. These are the Motopilot Evo. Really nice set of gloves. Nice thin material, comfy to wear, and a really nice design as well. I've got to say, I really like the carbon fibre look. I'm not too sure whether that is carbon fibre or not. If it is, then that is absolutely awesome. If it isn't, it still really looks like carbon fibre, and you could tell all your mates or whoever who you see that it is carbon fibre anyway. But yeah, moving on, like the sort of the palm of the hand, you have this kind of like, it looks a bit like gel in real life. I don't know whether the camera will pick it up, but it looks like a gel effect. It's not really like jelly, like, you know, I can run my finger along it and it's not sticking to it. So it's not too sticky, but at the same time it gives you a good grip when it's around the grip on your bars. And it also, it runs onto the two fingertips of like your pointer finger and your middle finger. The one thing though that I'm a bit unsure about with these gloves is obviously the pinky finger and your, not your wedding finger on the left, but you know, your second to last finger are actually attached, and that's on both hands as well. So I'll get the left hand there. They're actually attached. Now you don't really notice it when you're riding, but if you're someone who likes to put like 3 on the brake, and then obviously your little finger around the grip on your bars. You can't do that because these two are attached, so it's got to be like 2 on the brake, 2 on the grip, or 1 on the brake, 3 on the grip, you know, something like that. But yeah, to be honest, you don't notice it once you ride and you get used to it. Airflow in these gloves, again, fairly good. You can tell right there are some holes for airflow going through, and this part of the glove here is not attached to this part, so when your hands are wrapped round the grips on your handlebars, you know, it kind of sits up like that. It's not stretching over, pulling this part of the glove off your wrist, sort of thing. So yeah, but overall, really like them gloves. They go well with the jacket and the pants, and they're just a great fit, and they feel right when you hand around the grips as well, which is also a good thing. You know, you've got to be comfy at, you know, the padding area makes you feel safe. There's padding in the fingers, and this like carbon fibre look padding as well. So yeah, that's the RST Moto Pilot gloves. And finally, moving on to the RST Track Evo. In fact, no, they're not. The Track Tech Evo boots. They come in 2 colours. They come in like white with black, and then I think they come in. I think it might be red and black. I'm not too sure. I can't remember because I did get these at Christmas time. But I preferred the white because obviously it matches all my other gear. So yeah, that's what I got. In terms of padding, they've got all this plastic here. It's really tough as well. Like, you know, you can't sort of press into it or anything. So it's quite secure. I've just realised my little finger's been hanging over the lens. That's quite funny. Airflow on these boots. If I zoom in, or not zoom in, put the camera there, you can see there's like gaps in the boots where the air goes straight inside the boot, but there's no holes to sort of, you know, if it's going to rain and you wear them in the rain, there's no rain going to get through any holes because there are no holes other than these here, but these are like a part of the design. They don't go straight through to the inside of the boot. And then on the inside you've got like a red mesh, really nice soft inside. No issues, never had any blisters from them, and I've obviously worn them from brand new. And one good thing is they don't really squeak. Like, I don't know about anyone else, but when I see people walking and the boots are squeaking like mad, it sounds so annoying. And to put up with that everywhere you walk, don't know how they do it. I couldn't. I'd have to buy a new pair. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And last but not least, this like metal sort of slider thing here as well, so that when you've got like your foot on the foot peg and you're leaning over, it catches on the floor. It's not a bad thing, it's a good thing, because if, say for instance, this wasn't it and it was this material, obviously your boots are just going to wear away, or they might actually grip to the floor and cause a crash. You never know. With this, it just slides straight across because it's just metal. Just kind of like a knee slider, really. So yeah, that's pretty much it on a review of all my RST gear. So yeah, until next time, guys, I shall catch you in the next vlog. Cheers, guys.